Imagine standing at the edge of a cracked, forgotten track, the sun baking the worn asphalt beneath your feet. This is where Jordan's story begins, not with glory, but with doubt. No fancy gym, no elite coach, just a ragtag pair of running shoes and a dream that felt too big for the small town he called home. Every morning before dawn, while the world still slept, Jordan laced up and ran. But not on smooth fields or cushioned tracks, on cracked sidewalks, through crowded streets, dodging obstacles that would have stopped most people. His biggest opponent wasn't the athletes he wanted to beat. It was the voice inside whispering, "You don't belong here." Injuries piled up like unwelcome reminders, a twisted ankle, a knee that ached in cold rain, and times when he wanted to quit, to give up the fight. But Jordan found his edge in the struggle itself. Instead of fancy workouts, he turned to what he had, his environment. He sprinted uphill on gravel paths, built strength by hauling tires and jumping over fences, mimicking movements from YouTube videos, crafting a training regimen born from creativity and grit. When others doubted, he studied his competition, noting their habits, their weaknesses. He visualized every race, rehearsed every stride in his mind, transforming his limitations into strategic advantages. The real victory wasn't the trophy he eventually held, it was the transformation in his spirit. Jordan learned that resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's about bending forward, adapting, and using every setback as a stepping stone. For anyone watching, here's what Jordan's journey teaches us. 1. Start with what you have. You don't need perfect conditions to begin. 2. Embrace obstacles as part of your training. Use them to build strength and creativity. 3. Watch, learn, and adapt from your environment and competition. 4. Visualize success in vivid detail. Your mind is the first arena. 5. Remember, every small step forward is progress, no matter how slow. So next time, doubt creeps in or the path feels impossible, think of Jordan running those cracked sidewalks before sunrise. Your journey won't be perfect, but it will be real, raw, and powerful. Keep moving forward. Your unexpected victory is waiting. But Jordan's story doesn't end with that first trophy or even the medals that followed. It's the story of how he became more than just a runner, how he became a symbol of perseverance for his entire community. After years of training alone, he began to inspire others who also felt trapped by circumstances beyond their control. Kids who thought their dreams were too big for their small town, adults who believed it was too late to start, and anyone who ever felt the sting of doubt found hope in Jordan's journey. He started organizing early morning runs, gathering a small group who shared his passion and his struggle. Together, they ran through the same cracked sidewalks and crowded streets, learning to see obstacles as challenges rather than barriers. Jordan shared his knowledge openly, how to turn everyday environments into training grounds, how to keep pushing when the body begged for rest, and how to silence that inner voice that says, "You don't belong here." His story spread beyond his town, reaching people in places he never imagined. Social media posts, local news stories, and word of mouth turned Jordan into a beacon for those who needed proof that resilience could be cultivated anywhere. The lessons he learned became lessons he taught. Start with what you have. Use your environment as your gym. Study those who've walked the path before you and adapt their wisdom to fit your own journey. Visualize your success down to the smallest detail. And remember that progress is progress, no matter the pace. But Jordan's growth wasn't just about physical endurance, it was about mental and emotional strength. He learned to embrace failure as a necessary part of growth, understanding that each stumble was a lesson in disguise. When he faced injuries, he didn't see them as the end, but as opportunities to learn more about his body and how to care for it. When the world doubted him, he doubled down on his commitment, knowing that the true competition was always within. Over time, Jordan's community began to change. The cracked sidewalks were no longer just worn paths, but symbols of determination. The ragtag group of runners grew into a team, and the small town started to believe that their dreams were valid and achievable. Schools began to support local athletics more actively, and new programs emerged to help young athletes train with limited resources. Jordan's journey became a testament to the power of resilience, not just as a concept, but as a lived experience. It showed that greatness isn't reserved for those with perfect circumstances or natural talent alone. It's earned through grit, creativity, and the refusal to quit. It's about seeing the potential in what you have and making it work against the odds. So, if you ever find yourself doubting your path, remember Jordan standing at that cracked track before sunrise, lacing up his shoes despite everything telling him not to. Remember the uphill sprints on gravel, the tire hauls, the mental rehearsals, and the quiet victories that no one saw but him. Your journey, too, is waiting to be transformed by your resilience. Keep moving forward, embrace the struggle, and trust that your unexpected victory is just beyond the horizon.